For a start they need height. Well, they need a theme, a colour scheme, a theme. So at the moment we're at autumn. The colours are beginning to change on the trees. We're all feeling cold and chilly and we need to warm up a bit. So what's nicer than these lovely autumn colours which are coming through, warm, vibrant. So have a beautiful orange, terracotta, burgundy coloured window display that's just catching your eye. So that is nice, and if it's all lit nicely, even if you've got candles or fairy lights in there. So that is one thing. But the moment it comes to Halloween, one of my pet hates is sticking tacky, really cheap, plasticky decorations with it. Now, you can do a nice Halloween theme feel. You could have your spiders coming out everywhere and some cauldrons with smoke coming out. You could have your witches doing something, a really eerily lit witch, but a plastic skeleton for heaven's sake, or just, no, you're a florist, your product should sell. So if you have got a prop, make it something, it should be there as a background to draw your eye, but then ultimately enhance the product or the flowers, not detract from. So height is key, lighting is key, and height in your display is key, building up those levels and those layers. A pyramid, really height at the back, and like a pyramid is a series of steps. If you think you pour water over the top of your display, how does it flow? That's how your eye should move through the display. So you see it quickly and instantly, because most people have 2 seconds to attract or see what's going on in your window display, because we're all busy. But it really needs to stand out and create that wow, because people are busy walking by, they're on their phones, they're thinking what time, or what time's the parking up, which is always a problem with any high street anywhere. What are the kids having for tea? What am I doing? A meeting? What do I need to be getting? Now I've actually managed to make it into town. So you've really got to grab attention with that display so people notice you. And make your shop a destination shop, so people go out of their way each month, 2 months, just to see what you've created. Right, well the flowers obviously will be changing all the time. So your props, it might be you just have 4 a year, it might be so spring, summer, autumn, winter, Christmas, so those ones. But then of course you've got the commercial calendar, so you've got your the weddings, the Mother's Day, the Valentine's, yes, you've got funerals as well. But say to people, we do floral arrangements and have just some really nice sympathetic moving display with that too. But within that, your flowers can change regularly. It's the same with fashion. You'll have a scheme or a theme, but within that, the props, the stock will change regularly, because you can't afford to change the display every couple of weeks. And of course with the flowers, you'll be selling from your window as well. So you have your main structure with the height and your props, hopefully all your vases talking the same story, and your real life flowers, maybe fake ones too. And then you can actually, people can buy from that window, and then you either replenish it when you get new stock in, or you swap it over if they're out of season. Right, odd numbers, I always refer to florists, because they usually nod and go, yes, yes, we use odd numbers. It flows better, it gives more of an asymmetry. But with display, an odd number just means you're not so like a soldier, if that makes sense, too military. And because it's a natural product too, things just flow more easily. Right, thinking ahead, because the more preparation any business can do far ahead, it just makes it easier for you, because we're all busy. So it means you can pull your ideas together, you can source materials at your leisure when you're out and about. So if you can do a plan for the year, great. We've already got the commercial calendar, and of course the florist calendar. You'll have their favourite spots for the year within that. The seasons, what's available, whether it's British Flower Week, which is another one of course, because then that's a really nice thing to do. So jot them all down and then think, right, what am I going to do with this? And then you take from that the lead, I would say, the colours from the flowers. You'll have an idea whether it's going to be pinks or autumns or the bright red, or the reds and the blues as we've done before, whether it's going to be roses and bright pinks or the pastel pinks. So you're knowing your customer that you are appealing to for that display. And right, props, we mentioned they're nice to have. Have you got the right vases to put them in? Have you got the right props to build up height? The fabric fades, it catches dust, it catches flowers, it catches dead leaves if you water your plants, and then the fabric, it just doesn't work well really. Whereas if you could have your nice structured risers and columns, boxes, whichever you use, you can still have your fabric cascading through nicely, which isn't so integral, so you can take it out, sort of shake it, put it back in again. But also if you've got fabric over boxes, then the chances are you'll have a pleat or a fold in the fabric, and whatever you sit on top of it, it sort of sits a bit that angle and a bit that angle. Use it sparingly, use it carefully, or just cover the bases underneath the flower vases. So maybe you've got a blank column, but you've got a lid on top which is covered in the fabric, so you can still pull that colour in. You might even cover your lids with grass, fake grass, just green sheeting, but it helps pull in the colour. If you've got a backdrop in, it might just be bits of wood.
Yes.
Definitely Pinterest. I think everybody these days knows of Pinterest. Social media, Google Images, and it's a great way. And with that as well, you want to be different, because there are many designs that after a while you think, oh, I've seen that picture, it's amazing, but I've seen it again and again and again and again. But you can still take inspiration from these things. So that is a good start, but then of course you've got your boards, so you can pin ideas and save them in these boards for your own use later on, and you look and go, oh, I remember that idea. That would work nicely. But meanwhile you've moved on and you saw something differently and you pull them together differently. So that's a good one. Seeing what other florists do, and also taking heed from what they do badly. And think, oh my goodness, would they really do that? Because you need to look at your business through fresh eyes. So quite often, taking a photograph of your own business from the outside, even video as you go in, and then you look at it and you go, oh, or I'm really pleased with that. And sometimes when I'm doing a display I can't tell, so I need to take a picture this way, picture that way, and then I look and I go, no, that really doesn't work. And other times you go, yeah, that works. But you don't see it, so so wood for trees effect when you're in your own business. We're all guilty of that. Yes, definitely. And say for any business, I need that with mine. But just someone else to, and if you can accept help, you know, critique in a positive way, then it can help you move your business on. And it's all about increasing sales, end of the day. It's all very well doing nice flower arrangements or just being good at window display, but I still need to promote my business. Florists still need to promote their business. We're all in this game to make money, to make business, to make a living from it, and that's what display is all about. It's not just about looking pretty, it's actually helping people to increase sales. First thing to do is say, look at your business positively, but if they would like any help, then we have online courses coming soon. I mean, do contact us at madeyoulook.co.uk, and if they actually submit on the for the newsletter, we have got some new courses coming soon, because a lot of retailers are time poor or just miles and miles and miles away from where I am. I'm based in York and Janet's in Kent. We're now offering this online course where people can actually send pictures along to us of their businesses. and I can look on Google Images too and get an idea, so I can give some critique, I can give some basic display training and some guidance too of what needs doing, and then they've got it there as the video. I can talk through it with them. They can then send me pictures of their displays that they have done for critique. So it's done online in their own time, but without having to leave the business, which is always difficult because you have to get someone else set in. So that online course is coming shortly on the website, so there will be the options there, but as soon as they are out there, I'm going to let everybody know in a newsletter of the new options available, and I'm really excited about this because I think it's going to open up a whole different aspect to helping the small business that we haven't been able to do before.